Good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. We wanted to talk about this SADC meeting which is held in Harare today. Why are they having a meeting in Harare? What for? They know that Mnangagwa is the troublemaker of everything what is happening in Mozambique. The problem started in Harare with the chairmanship of Mnangagwa. Mnangagwa encouraged the Zimbabwean people to go and vote in Mozambique. That's why in Mozambique there's chaos. So what are you gonna do with the Mnangagwa in Harare? He's the troublemaker. He can't change the situation now. It's because of him. We said this to you SADC members before, that Mnangagwa is not the man to deal with. He is not the right guy to give the chairmanship of SADC. We told you this. And they didn't listen. Today you are coming to have a meeting with Mnangagwa. Did you try to sort out the Zimbabwe situation? Did you try to reverse the Zimbabwe situation? You couldn't do it. You couldn't do it because Mnangagwa is so corrupt. Some of you guys, you got money from him. We know that. He's so corrupt. Today, he is the main problem of Southern Africa. Because so many Zimbabweans were voted in that elections. So how can you sort out that issue with the Mnangagwa in the middle of it? We want you to know that SADC, it's you, the SADC people, who are causing a lot of suffering people in Zimbabwe. It's because of you. You were supposed to call for fresh elections in Zimbabwe. You know Mnangagwa didn't win his own elections. How can someone who rigged his own elections and you expect that man to go and do free and fair elections to a neighboring country? It's a joke, man. What we are saying here, we are saying we are fed up with you SADC people because you don't think. What are you going to change now? What is going to happen? There's nothing going to change. The elections in Mozambique were rigged and the situation will remain so, like the situation in Zimbabwe. The government which is running Zimbabwe is not legitimate because they didn't win the elections. They didn't win the elections. As you know, Mnangagwa is not the leader of that country. He's just forcing the population to admit that he's leader. He is not popular in Zimbabwe. He will never win elections in Zimbabwe. Yeah, every elections he tried to run in Zimbabwe, he failed. So what are you trying to explain to Zimbabwe people today? Your meetings don't benefit anything to Zimbabwe population. The Zimbabwean people have been suffering all these years. They never get any help from SADC members. That's what I want you to know, Zimbabwean people. These people, they don't help us. They come to have a meeting. So what is going to change? There's nothing going to change. They'll just come and sit down and talk and that's it. They know the main cause of this problem is Mnangagwa. Almost 300,000 Zimbabwean people who voted in that election. Why they were voting for? Who encouraged those people to go and vote to a neighboring country? It's the government of Zimbabwe. So today you are coming to the same man who is causing all these problems to sort it out. How can he sort this out? How? He is the main threat of the whole southern of Africa, Mnangagwa. He was not elected. He is not the leader of Zimbabwe. You must understand this. The people of Zimbabwe never voted for Mnangagwa. I want the whole world to know about this. He never won the elections in Zimbabwe. He rigged the elections. Now he has done the same in Mozambique. He encouraged the Zimbabwean population to go and participate in a foreign election. Don't forget that Mnangagwa is a criminal. Don't forget about that. Why Zimbabwe is a pariah state? Because of him. There's no laws in Zimbabwe. Everything belongs to Mnangagwa. Even the judiciary belongs to him. If you go to prison in Zimbabwe, you are not allowed bail. Unless Mnangagwa said yes. He's everything. He has destroyed and bankrupted that country. That's what we want you to know. Ask the population of Zimbabwe. They don't like that man. They don't want him. He's not their president. They never elected him. So I'm surprised by you leaders of SADC. You come, you think you are negotiating with someone who can change the situation on the ground. Not Mnangagwa. Mnangagwa is supposed to be in prison to what he is doing to the Zimbabwe population. All these people you see in the streets of Harare, they are suffering. They've got no jobs, no water, no jobs for years. There's no food in Zimbabwe. People are suffering. We are now the poorest nation on earth because of that dictator called Mnangagwa. I want you SADC people to understand this. Since he has been in government, we were going down day by day until now we got nothing because of him. He rigged the elections. Yeah. You got to understand this. Your situation in Mozambique, it is caused by Zimbabwean situation. Because you never sort out the Zimbabwe election. You didn't do it. Because some of you were collecting bribe money from Mnangagwa. Now look what is done now to Mozambique. Thousands of people are injured. So many are dead because of him. He talks about foreign policy. But come to Zimbabwe and see our situation. We got no running hospitals. We got no good teachers who are being paid. Teachers are not getting paid. Every department in Zimbabwe is suffering because of this man. That's what I want you, the whole world, to know. Mnangagwa is nothing in Zimbabwe. He's a dictator. He is forcing these people of Zimbabwe to like him or not. That's what he is. He's a criminal. Just ask him where is the man gone? The whole country is in shambles. Where is the whole money going? No one knows. No one knows where they are putting the money. Yeah, there's still shedding of electricity in Zimbabwe since 1980. Since they came in, these people. There's no water. There's no running water. If you go to hospital in Zimbabwe, you got to have some money. Because you are going to be told what to buy. Because of these people. Today, you SADC people, you come to Zimbabwe, you think you are negotiating with someone who has got brain. Mnangagwa has got no brain. He's useless. Yeah, he promised 2007. He promised to the nation that he is going to do everything good now because Mugabe is not there. But the people of Zimbabwe didn't know that he is even worse than that old dictator. Look what is happening now. Ask him questions. What since he took over 2007, what is he done for the past 7? We are talking 5 years now. Tell us, Mnangagwa, what have you done for the country in 5 years? What have you done to the country, to those kids who are not waking up to now? Some of them, they've turned to drugs because of lack of employment. What are you doing to them? Nothing. What about these hospitals? People are dying. People, pregnant women, they've got to go to a neighboring country to give birth because the situation in Zimbabwe is deteriorating every day. Then you tell us that you know what you are doing. Mnangagwa. The people of SADC, you must listen to our videos. We are trying to tell you that Mnangagwa is not even a Zimbabwean. He doesn't know the laws of Zimbabwe. He was born in Zambia. He is not even a Zimbabwean. We don't want him in our country. You will see the end of Mnangagwa. There will be a big story to talk about. He is not supposed to run our country. He is a foreign man. This idiot. He's causing a lot of trouble, a lot of suffering. The country, since they've been Mnangagwa involvement, the country economy has gone down. The country's got no currency, its own currency, because of this looter called Mnangagwa. We are here to explain to you foreigners. I want you to understand that in Zimbabwe, we don't want anything to do with Mnangagwa. He's a criminal. Whatever he's doing is illegal because he was not elected. He was not elected. These people of Zimbabwe, there's Christmas coming now. They don't know what they are going to do. They never enjoyed Christmas for 4 decades because of these looters. I want you to know, you SADC people, you support this idiot. We don't want him. He is there by force. He's just forcing himself to be there. No one elected that idiot. Look, the situation in Harare, people are suffering. The whole country is suffering because of his rubbish policies they used to introduce with his former colleague. They've looted that country. They've bankrupted it. There's nothing you can understand which is being said by Mnangagwa. You'll be a sick man or you got mental health problems. Mnangagwa has been talking about post since 1980. What did they achieve, these people? Nothing. They've destroyed every infrastructure, every institution, every institution. What are we talking about here? We just need someone who can help us to push this idiot out. That's what we are waiting for. We have got no stories to talk about Mnangagwa. We just want the world to help us to push this idiot back to where he belongs in Zambia. He knows nothing. He has built a government through his family. His sons and his wife, they are in charge right now. But at the end of it, we are going to arrest both of them. They are committing crimes, these idiots. It's not their country. Mnangagwa, go to, you are Bubra from Zambia. Go to Zambia and do it in Zambia. Whatever you want to do, go and do it in Zambia. We are fed up with you. You are spending a lot of taxpayers' money calling all these foreigners for nothing. The truth, you know it yourself, the truth. It's you who started all this. You wanted to protect the Frelimo. Oh, we are revolutionary parties. We must be protected and all that. You are all looters. You might be revolutionary parties, but you are thieves. So what? You are all criminals. So what can you do? You can't run anything. You are all looters. So what? The people of Mozambique, they wanted to change like the people of Zimbabwe, of which you are denying them to have a free and fair elections since 1980. You Mnangagwa. Those are the cases which are waiting for you. You one day, once you lose your power, you'll be in custody, you bastard. You'll be in custody. The people have suffered 4 decades. 4. Now nearly 5 decades. No employment. No food. No roads. No water. Nothing. Only Zanu. Them waiting Zanu. Zanu for what? 5 decades. Oh, Zanu. For what? There's nothing working in Zimbabwe. Let's be honest, you guys out there. There's nothing working. Why? There will be nothing working under their administration. These thugs, they are criminals. So nothing will work under their administration. I want you to know these Zimbabweans. Until we kick these people out, they know nothing. They are just there to deny clever people to run things. They know fuck all. What do they know? You take the killings away from them. They are empty. They only know how to kill other people. That's what they know. Nothing else. Look our situation and where we are. And they will never come out of this situation until these looters are gone. These are proper looters. They claim they are freedom fighters. They are not. They came to loot everything and to own everything. Like what they have done now. They own everything. They've got farms, they've got the money, that's what they went to war for. Not for Zimbabwean ordinary money. Never. They don't represent the people, these looters. Never. Who benefited from their lootings? How many people? How many people left the country because of their policies? How many people who are being killed in neighboring, especially South Africa, because of Mnangagwa and his colleagues? We want the world to know that the people of Zimbabwe, they don't want ZANU-PF. Yeah, they are being forced. Yeah. Whether they like it or not, they are being forced by this rogue regime. People are not free in Zimbabwe until this ZANU-PF and these thieves are gone. The people of Zimbabwe, they will never be free until these people are gone. I want you to repeat this again. We'll never be free until these looters are gone. These are proper looters. They are looting everything. They've looted everything. Today, they don't want you to talk about it. They've done everything to make sure that the Zimbabwean population is suffering. There are very few people who doesn't know. That's where the problem is. We are trying to explain to the people that the country used to save all of you. All of you. You were educated by that country, going to work, everything. The country used to provide everything. But today you can't. because of these people.